Happy Halloween, everyone! Yep, it's that time of year again when all the ghouls and goblins are coming out. And in celebration of Halloween, which has always been one of my favorite holidays, especially when I was growing up in the US, I decided to do another Inktober piece. Even though I'm not fully taking part in the whole challenge this year, I still decided to do a few pieces. Like my last video, if you guys had seen, was another ink wash piece for Inktober. It was about the first snowfall, because this week here in Finland we've had our first snowfall, which has already melted by now, because we've had rain and because it's back to normal October weather. But for this one, this piece was actually from another piece that I had done. If you guys had been following the 365-day sketchbook challenge by Anita Gadzinska, you would have seen this in the group. I had posted a bunch of sketches that I had done while sitting on campus at my old university, and I had spotted some university guys in their short sleeves and their torn up jeans, and I decided that I would sketch some of them in cartoon form. And since I grew up for the most part in California and I did my bachelor's degree in California, I decided to excuse me, sorry, I don't know what's going on. I decided I would add the shaggy surfer hair that's typical for California guys. And so he just turned out to be a total bro, and I loved it. I thought, this is great, he's perfect. And then I decided I would reuse him later, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be in watercolor or if it was going to be ink washes. But I just knew I wanted to use it again. The first sketch that I had done was actually of him on campus in some sunny place, probably on exchange in Spain, but I didn't like it, so I changed it and made it more Halloween themed, where I added this little ghost character. Now, as a note for how this video started out, as you can see, I did my tree line again, but I wasn't sure what I was doing there, because normally I do the tree line to the top of the page, and in this case it was just trees sloping down on the side of a hill, so it didn't quite work. Just didn't know what to do with the sky. So the sky for me has been an issue throughout this painting. In the end, I was okay with how it turned out, but it wasn't sort of how I had planned. I could have maybe made the trees taller, but it wouldn't have made sense because they're so far in the distance. They would have to be monster-like redwood trees. So in this case, they're just on the sloping hill, and I guess it turned out okay for the most part. But I don't know, I had a different vision in my head for how that was supposed to look. But the idea for this was basically that it was going to be this California college kid who is on exchange somewhere, or he's just backpacking through Europe, somewhere in Eastern Europe, and he finds this awesome looking park on Halloween that he wants to go through, or this, forest, whatever, and there's a little ghost character that's following him around. And I was very happy with how the ghost came out. Here I'm using 3 different inks. I'm using blue, purple, and then the black, very washed out, all 3, because I'd used that same idea in the sky when I first started out, that there was a flat wash for that, so that when I did the trees, they would pick up all 3 colors. And so I liked that and how that turned out, so I decided I was going to use it again on the ghost. And I think the ghost turned out really, really cute at the end. I'm very happy with how the ghost came out. And yeah. So, with the college guy, I wasn't sure what to do with his hair. Excuse me, there's something in my throat. I don't know what's going on. But I knew that I wanted to keep that shaggy haired look, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be dark or not. So I decided I'd jump in with the skin so long, basically to buy myself some time to think. In the end, I decided that he was going to be a blonde California boy, and that he's going to have his little, soul patch on his chin there, and I was gonna run with that, and in the end I think it turned out fairly well. I wasn't sure what to do with the hair since I wanted him to be blonde, so I used a very washed out ink for that, just to do the shadows, because it is night in this scene. Obviously he's standing in moonlight, so it was meant to pick up the lightness of his hair. But I also had to throw some shadows in there. And then of course here I'm busy doing excuse me, what on earth? Here I was doing the backpack, and of course he's backpacking through Europe, most likely on exchange or whatever, and so he's got to have his good old handy backpack, which for me was just humorous. I loved it. Everything about this was just funny to me. I liked it. And here with the jeans, I'm using a blue ink for that because obviously blue jeans, college student, and it had to be a nice washed out blue jeans type thing. And for the most part, I was very happy with how his outfit came out and everything, the backpack. But my gripe was going to come here fairly shortly when I start inking things. The details on the ghost and on the college guy came out fine. But you'll see when I have to start applying the white gel ink. The stars came out okay. I probably could have done a better job. I might go in later and fix those. I haven't decided yet. But the moon drove me nuts. I didn't know what to do with it. I kind of realized in the end that I probably should have left it stark white the way that it was, and just with that glow of the purple, and not touched it. But of course, you know, I just couldn't bear the thought of just leaving the moon the way that it was. And because it had been so gray now with that wash, I had to do something about it. But you'll see what I mean in a few seconds when I just started to throw lines around the moon to try and add a glow effect. Which it didn't need because it already had the purple ring, and that would have been more than enough. But of course, hindsight is 20/20, and you can't do much about that. But for the rest of it, I'm fairly happy with this piece, and I think it looks good, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This piece will also go up for sale, so if you guys are interested, send me a note, and I will try and get that up into my Etsy as soon as possible. But I hope you guys have a fun and safe Halloween, and enjoy the evening, all of you ghouls and goblins, and I will see you guys at my next video. Thanks a lot. Bye, guys!